Welcome. All right. It is maybe a minute after 12. I am just going to let a few more people in and we will get started. Okay. I think we're at a starting point where the majority of the people should be here. So welcome. My name is Latrice Preston. I am the strategic business partner for iCuba. I thank you all so much for joining us today. We're so glad to have you. This is going to be another session with Amy Dreyer, who is our resident expert on Personify and all things wellness. So I'm going to let her get started and show you a few things. There are some pointers on using Personify. And if you have any questions, feel free to enter the chat or raise your hand and I'll be happy to call on you and you can speak directly to her. So again, thank you for joining us and I'm going to let Amy get started.
Thank you, Latrice. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and I will just walk through Personify. Some of you may have joined in the past and this might be just a complete review for you, but hopefully we have some new people on here so they're going to learn something new. So again, like Latrice said, feel free, if I'm talking about something that interests you or you have a question about it, feel free to either put it in the chat, Latrice can relay that to me, or if you're unmuted, you can ask a question. So I'm happy to make this two-sided and, interesting so other people can learn. Some people might have the same questions that you all do. So feel free to ask questions at any point. So I will go ahead and share my screen. So, can everybody see the Personify dashboard?
Yes.
All right, so hopefully some of you have been on to Personify and have noticed that there is a new destination challenge on there. So this is, I believe, the third one this year. So this one's called a Soul Food Stroll. The focus on this, or the theme, is all the different destinations are going to be focusing on different type of food. So that's kind of fun to learn about those. If you haven't seen it, then you need to log on to your account and then you'll see it pop up here on your dashboard. And all you have to do is click the join button. This is a team challenge. You can, if you can't find anyone to join or if all the teams are full already, this is, it's team based. So you can have a team for up to 10 people. So all you have to do is hit the let's get started. You can search for teams that are currently there, and if you can request to be added to that team, or if you want to start your own team, you can. It's not too late to start. So feel free to do that if you have not done that yet. Currently, we have 300 players that have already enrolled and are participating, so that's really great news. And then it looks like there are about 54 teams participating out of those 300. So it's pretty exciting and it looks pretty fun. It's a new theme. You're learning about new destinations and also the food from that culture or area, region of the world. So check that out if you haven't done so. It's just a great way to stay competitive and have fun with your colleagues. Last time we talked, I'm not sure if there's people on here that joined last month, but I just wanted to talk about something, and I learned something new because somebody asked a question about Quest. And I just want to call this out and correct myself because I said something incorrectly. Somebody had asked if they went to a Quest diagnostics lab, if that information would get over to their doctor, and the physician's results form has to be signed by your doctor. And I was under the impression that Quest would help facilitate, getting that form to your doctor, but they do not. So what you need to do is if you go to a Quest diagnostic lab, and then once you get your results sent to you, you still have to fill out that form and send it to your physician. Quest does not do that for you. I was under the impression that they could help with that process, but they do not, because there are two different programs going on. Just going to get your screening done is a totally different program compared to what we have with the corporate screening process. And so with the corporate screening process, that PRF form does have to be filled out and sent over to your doctor. along with the results. So that way he can, or he or she can look at the form, see that you had your screening done, you can fill out the information on the form and say, fill out your height, weight, blood pressure, all that information. And he can sign it or she can sign it, and then they can send it into Quest. So that's the important piece, is getting that information over to your physician. Because when you go to Quest, usually you're seeing a lab tech, somebody to draw the blood, but they don't usually have a physician on site, and it's not usually your physician that is going to be able to sign off on it at Quest. So that's the important piece. So let me show you real quick, if I'm not confusing anybody. This is just a sample form. So this is a couple years old, so ignore the dates on here. But when you go into Quest, so if you go into Personify and you've never done this process before, you'll click on the Quest site. Let's hit Start Now. If you've never gone into Quest or anything like that, you have to create an account. So you click on the green box over here. If you have created an account, you would log in, and then you would put your information in. And this walks you through how to fill that out. And you have to make sure that you have the registration key is IQVIA, and your unique ID is your Blue Cross Blue Shield member ID plus your date of birth. And so I found this on the benefit tiles here in Personify. I also saved it as one of my favorites, which I would recommend that you all do as well. On your dashboard, if it's something that you go to often, I like to save them on the dashboard. So again, you go to Quest to get that form, and once you click in there, I don't have an account with them, so I can't click into it. But once you click into that and you either register your account or you log in, then you do have the option to download this form. And so backtracking just a little bit, you go to Quest, you get your screening done, and then a little while later, a couple weeks later, you get your results sent to you. Once you have those results sent to you, you can send this form. Just scroll down, this is a sample. This form and your results, you can send that to your doctor's office. You can hand it, you walk into the office, fax it over, you can email it, whatever you need to do. So that form and your results can go to your doctor. And then this is the important. So right here is where they will fill out your information. And then the signature is important, and your doctor's NPI number, and they will know what that is. So that's the important piece. If this is missing, because I believe you all have to sign it as well. So your signature, the doctor's signature, and the information that has to get over to Quest, and for that to be valid. So I apologize if somebody had asked the question if Quest would send that information over, and they do not. It has to be sent over from you because you have to sign it and your doctor has to sign it. So I just want to make sure that is clear. Anybody have any questions about that?
Yes, Amy, is it true that you have to wait a whole entire year before you get that physical again, blood work?
So if you're wanting the reward, you can only get it done once per program year. So if you had your screening done in March of 2025, then that was the previous program year, and you would have to wait until the next program year.
March of 2026
Yeah.
to get it done again.
Mhm.
Yeah, February.
You only get the reward once per program year.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, if you did it in February, got the reward, you have to wait until February to get it taken care of again.
Yes.
Okay, so one whole year.
And usually there is a restriction. I'm not sure about your specific benefits. Usually it's a calendar year between
Yes.
it's like physicals for it to be covered.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
just know for Personify, I know you can only do it
Yeah.
once.
it's the calendar year, what they said. So I just want to make sure that's still true.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thanks.
Any other questions about that? I know Quest has been a little bit of a kind of confusing because we also do have the blackout period in March. So anyone, I've had a few emails back and forth just throughout the year. It comes up, people have their screening done in March, and Quest, for some reason, they like to have a blackout period before. They like to have like 1 month off basically to reset their program. So for IQVIA, that is March. So if you go to the doctor and get your physical done, and then you get your blood screening done, your blood work, all that done, in March during that blackout period, there's no form for you to download because it's just the Quest site is shut down. So then you would have to upload it, the information once April 1 comes around, then that form is available again and you can add it there. And then you just want to make sure that you get that sent in pretty quickly because since it's kind of that gray area where you had your screening done in the previous program year, but now we started a new program year, we do have a little bit of a window to get that done. It's about 60 days. So just want to make sure that anyone that gets their screening done in March pays attention to that blackout period, because they will have Quest site shut down just for that month. And you just have to wait till April to download that form and get that sent in. And we'll talk about it more once, in February, March, gets a little bit closer, because a lot of people kind of fall into that category. They have questions about it, and it can be a little confusing. So just want to call that out. If you do have that on your calendar, just wanted to call that out and make sure that everyone understands that you can't do a whole lot in ways of submitting and downloading forms with Quest in the month of March. Let's talk a little bit about the daily cards. I know I've talked about this every time, but it's a great way to learn about all the awesome resources that IQVIA provides you all with. There's some new exciting things. We have these resources. It's the whole person approach. So these are digital guides that provide all the resources available for weight management and treatment. So we have a weight management one. We also have a cancer journey guide. So this is a great way to learn more about what you all have as far as benefits go. If you are taking care of somebody that has cancer, or you know somebody that has cancer, it's just it's a great benefit for you all to check out. And if you are interested in losing weight, managing your weight, this is also a great resource. And if you would just take me there, it takes you to a separate site where you can check these out. And then you also have the ability to use the voucher codes and get rewarded just for looking into these things and learning about them. So all you have to do is copy this voucher code and you can go to your rewards page. You click the blue button, redeem the voucher, and you can plug those in here, hit submit, and you'll get points automatically added to your account. The priority gated activity, if you see a locked image, like sometimes there'll be a lock here, that just means you haven't completed this. If you don't see a green check mark on the gated activity, that means you have not completed your personal health assessment, and that will that allows you to unlock all your rewards. So if you see that your rewards are locked and you're not quite sure what happened, it just means you haven't taken the PHA for this current program year. You have to take it each year to unlock your account so you can get those rewards, and you can spend your rewards cash on gift cards or in the Personify store. And you can see your total balance, what you have to spend. You can check. I don't have a lot in here just because this is a demo account, so I can't do a whole lot of activity. But you can also check back on the previous program year if you're curious about what you earned and what you spent. Click on the previous program year here, and you can see your earnings, what you earned, and that way you can double check to make sure, say that you think that you attended a webinar and you weren't sure if you're rewarded, you can always look back. I get a lot of questions about that. I think people sometimes aren't sure how to look back on their earnings. So I just want to call that out. You click on my earnings and spendings, you can see what you've earned so far and make sure that you are getting rewarded, for attending these webinars, the on-site events, things like that. So make sure you check that and make sure that you are getting rewarded. If not, feel free to reach out to your HR person, and then they can contact me, and I can always look into it and make sure you are getting the reward. The webinars that IQVIA hosts, and specifically this one, and a lot of times they host other ones, Sometimes there is a little bit of a delay, so I just wanted to call that out. It does take a couple weeks, and I have a list. So it's on-site events that your HR person sends to me on a monthly basis. I also get reports for other activities, and I compile that into one big report and I send it to the reporting person. And so because I only do it once a month, there is a little bit of a delay on some of these rewards. So I just wanted to call attention to that. So some people start looking for that right after the webinar occurs. It does take a little bit of time. It's usually I ask that the reports get sent to me from your HR person at the end of the month, and then that first week of the month, I'm compiling all the reports together, making sure all the information is correct, making sure I have the list sent from other vendors, and it goes into one really big list. It has everyone's names, information, and what activities that they have done to earn the reward. So it just takes a little bit of time. So I just wanted to let you know to be patient, and we're trying to get that done as quickly as possible. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of time as we wait for those lists to come across from the other vendors.
Question.
Sure.
What happens if someone leaves the university before you process those on-site earnings?
You could definitely reach out to your HR person. They can reach out to me, or you can reach out to me directly if you know, like if you have an end date, like if you know when your end date is.
Okay.
Should have, and that way we can try to process things a little bit faster for you. If it's like an unexpected thing, that's still, I believe you would still have access to Personify for a little bit. I believe it's like 30 days. For you
After separation?
Yeah, for you to be able to like spend your money, your rewards cash on there. So
Okay.
yeah, if you know,
Thank you.
if it's a date that you know that is coming, please reach out and we'll try to do our best to kind of get all that figured out before.
Okay, thank you.
I believe you may not always get to like choose exactly what your rewards are, but for those people who we can account for after the fact, then you will get an Amazon gift card for dollars that you may have been missing.
Is this referring to people who separate from the university?
Correct. If there are people who
Okay.
have like a lapse and they weren't able to get their rewards after they have left, you
Mhm.
sometimes if the system is closed down on you, you may not get like all of the options that you have, but Amy does contact us directly and we have sent Amazon gift cards after the fact for rewards or monies that you might have been missing.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Thank
can do
you.
our best to make sure you get rewarded. If it can't be within Personify, then we will, like what we said, it'll be an Amazon gift card. But if we can make sure that it gets done, we will definitely do that. Sometimes it doesn't always get done in a timely manner as we hope. Any other questions?
And no way to swear them in. That's not gonna be nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Did somebody have a question?
I did hear a question, but I didn't hear what they said. If you want to unmute and re-ask your question, feel free.
I have one. Who was the person you're supposed to contact for former employees?
If it's been a degree of separation, then you contact your HR department and they in turn contact Amy. If it's pretty close, then you can contact Amy directly.
Contact Amy. Okay.
Mhm.
Thanks.
All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about, we'll talk about journeys. If you all haven't done this, this is a great way to introduce healthy habits. There's so many different topics on here. If you haven't checked out the journeys, I think they're really interesting, and it's just a great way to introduce a new healthy habit. So this one I was checking out the other day, and I was interested in how gut health affects mental health. I'm not sure if you all have heard about this. I've been hearing about this for the last several years. There's a direct correlation between your mental health and your gut health. So I was looking into this, and basically it provides information just on a daily basis. So there are little tidbits of info. sometimes there'll be an action provided for you to do, like in the middle of it, that you can do at any point. Or it'll tell you to create a healthy habit or something like that. But it just provides information. They're quick, easy things that you can read. You're just learning it and you just look through it and you got it. And that's your step for the day. And then you log in the next day and learn more about this topic. And again, it might have you do some sort of action within Personify or create a healthy habit, something like that. But you can earn rewards just for working through this, and then you'll earn some rewards or points at the very end once you complete the journey. So it's a step-by-step process, just introducing healthy habits to you or educating you on something that you're interested in. You can check out all the different topics that are available. There are a lot that are available on different topics. So you can see that there's 7 for getting active. And sorry, I apologize. I've had dealing with some congestion. So we also have sleeping well, we have focus, mental health and well-being. You can scroll through these and you can just click over here on the view all and see the different topics. And so what you can do is click through, and then once you decide you want to participate in one of these, I'm so sorry. You click the start button. So if you're learning about spirituality, that's something you're interested in, you can do that. If not, you can go back out to journeys and you can learn more about the different topics available. If you're interested in gluten-free, you can learn about that. If not, there's just a lot of different topics that you could, if you're interested in. I believe you can do multiple journeys at one time. I like to just do one at a time, so I'm focusing on just one at a time. You can also just do different healthy habits at the same time. And so I'll go to the healthy habits here. And so these are things that can keep you busy and keep you engaged within the platform. If it's something you want to focus on, if you're interested in learning about, or just to keep you accountable, making sure you drink your H2O every day, or pairing water with beverages each day. So if you're somebody that really likes Diet Coke, or you drink coffee a lot throughout the day and you want to try to cut back on your coffee, maybe introducing water. Each time you have coffee, you have some water with it. So that's a great little challenge. And then you can also track your steps. If you're not one that has like a Fitbit or a Garmin or something like that, or an Apple Watch that tracks your steps, you can do that here. And you can enter the number of steps here. And you can see your progress. You'll see little numbers on here pop up as you work out or as you add steps to your account. If you want to track your workout times, this is also a great way to do that. Or if you are doing a workout, your duration, things like that. So there's a slew of topics that you could participate in. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you can click the view all button. You can turn these on and off at any point. These are different topics that you're interested in. So maybe you're interested in brain health, you can do that. Brain games, turn that one on. You can also, you can do multiple ones at the same time. I believe you can do up to 20 at the same time. I don't know if I want to do that, that will keep you pretty busy, but if you wanted to do that, you do have the option. And again, if it's something that maybe you started and you're just not able to keep track of it, you can always turn it off at any point too. Any questions about that? If anyone has checked out the media library, I think this is pretty fun. There's a lot of different topics in here as well. You can click on the topic button and you can see all the different topics that are available. Somebody asked me recently about men's health, and I thought that was a really interesting question because we see it, I feel like women's health is pretty popular now. And so I went in here and I was looking for men's health, and I was able to find some, I think it was general well-being. So I found a few topics on men's health. I thought that was really interesting because not a lot of people bring that up, and it might be something we need to focus on because we do talk a lot about women's health and how that's important too. So there are videos in here that they're all short. You can see like some of these are only a minute long, some are 6 minutes long, but they're just providing information, tips on a variety of topics. I think there's even sound, like if you just wanted like calming sound, you can click on that. And so meditation, yeah, the soundscapes are available. So, if that's something you're interested in, definitely check that out. But I think the media library is something that often gets overlooked, but there's a lot of information here, and it's all quick learning videos that you could take in. For those of you that like to challenge, to do more challenges throughout the year, you do have the option to create your own challenge, and you can invite your friends, coworkers. All you have to do is, first of all, if you want to add friends, you want to click on the blue button up here, and you can search by name. And you can search throughout here. You can type in the name here and see if it comes up. Like I could look for Latrice. I would find it here, and then I would click the blue plus button, and it would send her an invite, and she would then accept the invite. And then once I have the people that I've sent invites to, if they've all accepted it, then I can create a challenge. You can look at your friends. You can add friends, invite friends here, and then once you have all those, then that's where you would create a challenge. So this is the current one going on right now that we have, the soul food stroll. If you want to create your own, you have the option to do step challenges. So there's a whole section of step challenges, 1 day stepper, weekend walk off, or a weekday step off. And then we also have the healthy habit challenges. So if you want to challenge colleagues or friends to do these are just fun little ways to stay engaged within the platform and just focus on healthy habits. So let's look at the health situation if you're interested in learning about. Maybe somebody is, there's that men's health topic again. Weight management and love yourself. So this one's more focused on like self-help and love. So you can do that if you would like. You can do the challenge rules. And it just talks about the start date. You're going to be tracking yes during the days that you do what is requested of you or no. And then you would just complete the challenge with your friends. And then you would get points added for completing a challenge. And you can do those at any point. You can start different challenges throughout the year, and you can add friends throughout the year, colleagues like that, just to kind of keep things interesting. If you want to do things in between the IQVIA challenges, you are welcome to do any sort of challenge that interests you.
I did get a question, Amy. Could you show the adding code to voucher again?
Sure. So this one, for example, you can see right here, redeem a voucher, add code 42. I'm going to copy that. Oops. I can't remember if I've done this already. So it'll give me the points. So click on your rewards, copy that, click on your reward page, and then the blue redeem a voucher. No, I didn't do it. Okay. You might have to write it down. I thought it would enter it all in, but it did not. But you plug in the numbers here, and you click the submit button, and it automatically plugs it in, and you'll see a pop-up box saying you've added so many points, and you should see that. So.
Okay. Is there a way to add a regular occurring activity instead of having to log it daily? As if, like, the example is you do yoga once a week on Thursday evenings.
So like in a healthy habit, is that, I guess they're asking
I
about.
believe so. I believe that's what they're referring to. Instead of having to go in every, is there any way to do it? Is there any way to add it as a regular reoccurring activity?
I don't believe so. I think you have to go in and log it. I don't think it will automatically. I think the point is to log in and to engage in the platform instead of just setting it up, because if you miss, if you don't feel well and you don't go to yoga, then you wouldn't have that automatically added. But yeah, I think the point is to keep track of that on your own. And so you are logging in and keeping yourself accountable for that activity.
Okay, on the Personify store, is it possible to see items that are FSA and HSA eligible?
Let's see, the shop the store. I don't know if it calls it out.
I don't think it does.
I would think you might have to visit your HSA and see what qualifies.
And there is an FSA store. It's just not, if you Google FSA store, there is an online FSA store that does give you a rundown of all the things that are eligible, but not through the Personify app.
Personify, yeah.
That's it for now. Oh, wait, maybe not. So I'm assuming this is a health store. It is a health store, but it's not connected with regard to what is FSA and HSA approved.
Right. Yeah, it's two separate programs.
Correct.
I'm not sure if anyone noticed this, but you can also donate if you're interested in doing that. If you feel the need to share the love, there's also an option to donate any of your rewards cash. You can choose anywhere between 1 cent to $1,000 for some of these. So I thought that was pretty cool that they offer this.
Let's see. How often are the gift cards changed or added to for spending our balance?
So I think I'm understanding that, like, how often are they changed? Like, I know we get new ones. They'll swap some out each year. I don't think they change mid-year. I think it's during like the program year. We might swap, or not we, but Personify might swap out a couple different vendors.
Okay,
And
so
then
they may be assessing whether they're popular or not, or whether people are using them or not. So for plan year.
And then pay attention to, like, when you click on these, some of them have expiration dates. You can read the information. If you don't see an expiration date, then there may not be one, but some of them do have an expiration date, so keep track of that. So I think I've seen one that had like a 6-month expiration date. And if you order it digitally, there's no cost, but if you were to get a physical card, I believe there is, yeah, a $3 shipping and handling fee. So it'll be taken, deducted from your card back. So if you order a $30 gift card and want it sent to your home, so you have a physical card, it'll be $3 taken off that, so your gift card will actually be worth $27. And this one you must select your card within 4 months. So just make sure when you click on these and you're putting in the information, you know how much to spend. Make sure you're reading the small print so you know if there is an expiration date. Some of them do, some of them don't. So. I can't remember which ones are new this year. But I think a few of them are different compared to last year. So I think the main ones stay put for the most part.
Yeah.
Nike, I played at Target, Petco. I remember all those. Kohl's, but every once in a while they switch out and put new ones in.
All righty. It looks like we are rounding 12:40. So we have about another 5 minutes. If there's anyone else who has a question they would like to ask Amy, I'll probably use this just a minute or so just to address a question that I got earlier in the meeting, and that there are some who regularly attend this particular well-being webinar. And for those, it is basically the same. If you're a Personify user, you know how to use Personify, you're probably going to be able or see a lot of information that you've already seen. It's an opportunity for those newcomers, those who are coming on, and we're consistently getting people who are signing into Personify every day, every week, every month. So this is open to those kind of newcomers, those new users, those who it's an old hat for and they know how to use it. Sometimes you run into problems or issues that you just can't manage to get through. That's what Amy is here for on a monthly basis, to ensure that not just people who are currently using it, but all of the newcomers are able to come on and utilize it as well. For those who have seen the webinar, been around for the webinar, know how to use Personify, yes, it is going to be repetition for you, but you actually still do get the incentive if you continue to come and weigh in. And we also welcome comments for those who are using it, for those who have done really well with it, for those who have gotten added benefit from it. We welcome those comments. So there is something that it's an interchange we welcome here in the webinar as well. So just to give everyone a heads up, we do recognize that, yes, Amy is here every month. Yes, she does do the webinar. Yes, it is a lot of the same information, but we are consistently getting new people who are inquiring about the program. This says, thank you. How do you redeem points? Also, 12:30 is lunchtime at NSU. So seminar during those times would help on those days. Okay, thank you so much for that feedback. That's something that I may be able to work with regard to scheduling the webinar. And they asked if you could show how to redeem the points again, Amy.
Redeem a voucher or just how to redeem the points?
I think you said points.
Okay. So once you earn different levels, you'll see right here, sort of like a barometer. Once you hit a certain level points, it'll automatically add your rewards cash. So you can see that I have 20,000 points. So I'm not quite to my 25. So once I hit that 7,000 points, that $10 rewards cash was automatically added to my balance. So you don't have to do anything, but if you want to spend your rewards cash, that's when you will go to the spend tab. You can see I have $30 in here to spend. You will go to the spend tab. And then you can choose the store that we were just looking at and the gift cards that we saw, or you can donate it. And then since I only have $30, I mean, that's the max I could do. So you click on your thing and it'll tell you too, you have $30 to spend. So if I wanted to spend $10 at Adidas and maybe $10 at Nike, you could do that. You could break it up if you wanted to, or you could spend it all in one place. It's up to you. Or you can save Your rewards cash, your total balance will roll over to the next program year. The only thing that does not roll over is the points. So your points start over. So if you are one that's working towards the 60,000, so you can get the $40 rewards cash. Once you hit that, you've maxed out on these rewards cash, but you can also still earn rewards cash for other activities such as the biometric screening and the health checkup, and then doing the on-site event. Similar to what this is, you're earning, for those that are participating, you get $10 rewards cash. So if you have these, you've earned them, they're in your, let's call it your piggy bank, and you see your total balance up here, that will roll over to the next program year, but your points will start over at 0 the next program year. So that way you can continue to earn that $100 each year.
I did get another question. Do we not get the $25 registration incentive this year?
This was added this year, so there's no way for us to retroactively reward people that may have earned this last year. So this was a new incentive. So complete registration. So it's the green check mark, but because I registered, you can see I registered in 2023. So this was only for new registrations. You can see up here, this is a one-time only reward for those who registered their account after 4/1/2025. So if you registered last year, unfortunately, we can't give that retroactively because just the Personify can't actually do that. So it's a new incentive this year, similar to some of the other incentives like the completing the personal health assessment. This one, you can, because this one has to be done each year. So this one you can't earn over and over. But the registration is just a one-time event. So if you created your account last year or the year before, then unfortunately you cannot earn the reward for that.
I did get a comment that says, Personify Health has helped me stay accountable on doing my weekly workouts, getting my steps in, tracking my daily moods, which makes me reflect on it, and overall feeling great. I appreciate Amy and you for hosting these sessions. It's been very helpful. Thank you so much. We
Yeah,
appreciate that.
That's great feedback.
Can you please email the reminders about upcoming webinars? The way that we filter the information with regard to reminders regarding the webinars is that each month we have IQBA, and normally Amy's included in those meetings as well. We have HRAC meetings where we talk directly to your HR departments, and they get all of the reminders and sometimes flyers, sometimes information that they can distribute to their groups as well. So, and I think in addition, these webinars are sent to the collective, to everyone with regard to being able to register. So that's how you, if you're looking for additional reminders, I would suggest getting that answered directly from your HR departments.
I just want to point out one thing. I just added this. It's something I'm going to add more to the calendar. So I added this yesterday. So this is a new feature that we can that I can provide for you all. And this is another good reminder if you're looking for something to kind of keep you accountable. I will add the next several webinars in here, but I added this one yesterday. So you can always add this to your calendar. This is what I did yesterday, and it popped up. It worked perfectly. So it tells you how to register. It tells you can get $10 rewards cash. And it's just a good reminder. So you can click on that. And then I will continue to add these to the calendar so you can see, I believe they're the third Thursday of each month. So the next one will be on the 16th. So I'll continue to add these. So if you're ever, when you're in your Personify account, you can always look ahead. You can either look at the calendar view or you can look at the events. And so once I get these plugged in, you'll see the list of dates and times. And then you can click on it and you can add it to your calendar. So that way you don't have to worry about it and trying to remember when to put it in, or if you put it in your calendar, you can just quickly add it and then it will pop up on your calendar.
And this says how to participate in a challenge.
So right now there's an IQBA challenge going on. If you're interested in doing that one, you just click the join button. It's a step destination challenge. So you're tracking your steps You're trying to reach different destinations along the way. And so if you're interested in joining this one specifically, you just click the join button. Let's get started, and you're going to look either for a team to join, or you can start your own team by clicking the create team, or you can choose a team for me and you can be added to it. And you are collectively adding your steps together to move through the different destinations in the challenge. So for those who make it to the final destination by adding up their steps and making sure that you're tracking your steps collectively, they will earn 10,000 points for being a completer.
I did get a follow-up regarding the FSA and HSA eligible. She sent me a snapshot of the products. So Amy, what I will do is I will send you the snapshot, and then in our next webinar, we'll do a full-on sweep of that added layer. Thank you so much.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Have a question regarding the dental webinar from a couple of months ago. Did you ever get any information for me? I will respond to you directly right after this meeting.
If it was from last month, if it was an IQVIA webinar, that list will be, it was sent a little bit late, so that's why that one hasn't been posted yet. If it's about August.
No, I think this was an additional question that required follow-up.
Okay.
Can you help add a device?
Sure. Social. More, go to the more tab and scroll down to devices and apps. Depending on what you are wanting to add or sync with, these are the options you have available to you. So I have a Apple Watch, so I would click on this, and then it walks you through how to do that. So you have to open your Personify app on the mobile device, and then it tells you how to add the tap on the more icon, and then devices and app, and then select Apple Health and follow the on-screen instructions. So you are going to just go to this page, choose the device or app that you want to sync with Personify. I've had people ask about the Aura Ring, and we do not have it it doesn't directly sync. We don't have it as an option right now, but I believe it does sync with Apple Health is what I've been told. So that might be a way to work around that. So if you sync it with Apple Health, then it will then sync with Personify Health through Apple. Oh, look, this is added.
Oh, it did.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
I know that's been asked about a lot, so that's exciting. Never mind, scratch that. We have the Aura Ring now.
Good deal. Are there any additional questions at this time? My question. Oh, thank you. There used to be an incentive for colonoscopy. Is it no longer the case?
I believe it's in the preventative exams. It's not a separate reward like the biometric screening. So you can receive points for completing that. It's not a separate like a rewards cash like the biometric screening is, but it is. Several preventative screenings are rewarded in the program.
So the answer is no, not a direct incentive, but a points value.
Yes.
To go toward an incentive. All righty, I think that is everyone. Any last takers?
Good questions today.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Amy, for joining us yet again. Thank you to the entire group for joining us. Thank you for your questions and your comments. We appreciate you so much. We hope you have a great day and hope you all are well and stay well.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
good one.
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.